Okay, hello everyone. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Pinkan, and I'm here as an assistant trainer from Mr. Samuel. Okay, so before we start our lesson today, first I want to say thanks that you guys are very enthusiastic until today to follow this project. So hopefully you can still enjoy the last self-learning today, especially about our topic, domain and hosting. Okay, let's move to the next slide. Okay, so previously here I want to tell that what is the meaning of hosting and domain. So through this slide, we can see that hosting is an online service that enables you to publish your website or web app on the internet. So when you sign up for a web hosting service, you basically rent some space on a physical server when you can store all the files and the data necessary for your website to work properly. Okay, so how about domain? Domain is a website's physical address or address that browsers need to direct people to our own website. So for the example like facebook.com, twitter.com, youtube.com, google.com and etc. Yeah. Okay. Through this slide, I have an illustration about domain and hosting. So hopefully with this picture, you will get a better explanation and understanding. So the first, as you can see, there is a house. Okay, wait, I will use the laser pointer. Okay, so the first you can see there is a house which has a land. Okay, yeah, this is the land. And then it has street. Also, there is a dress and the house itself. Okay, so I want you to imagine that you want to build a house. So of course you need to prepare and buy the land first. Okay, if you want to build a house, you need to prepare the land. Okay, so it's the same thing with web hosting. You need the land as a place to build your own website, like your coffee shop website or others. So in this case, we can say the land as a server. So if you want to build your website, um, you of course you have to buy the land or buy a hosting first to prepare or um, to build your house or your website. Okay, but as Mr. Samuel said before, to rent a server it needs expensive money. So we just built a website on a local server. But don't worry, in this today's lesson, we will learn how to extract your website. So Mr. Samuel and other evaluators still can count your website score. Okay, so that's all about hosting. So back to the picture. Your house surely has an address, right? Your house address is used for people that want to visit your house. So it's the same thing with domain that will direct people to visit your website. Okay. Yeah, I think it's clear for the definition and different use between hosting and domain. So through this slide, I just want to tell you about the types of domain there are that are most popular. So in 1985, the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority or IANA released six top-level domain names. These top-level domains or TLD became known as domain name extension and represent the highest level in the domain name system hierarchy. So there are .com. .com is used for commercial organization and become the most popular and commonly used. Okay, use of top level domain for business, website, and email. Okay, and the second, .org. .org is a shorthand for organization and used usually as a top level domain by nonprofit, for-profit business, school, and communities. Okay, how about .gov? .gov is it stands for government and it's used for government importance. And the fourth is .edu. .edu, shorthand for education. Edu was made for education institution. And then .NET. .NET, it means network that usually used for network organization, such as an internet service provider or an infrastructure company. Okay, and the last, .mil. .mil is shorthands for military and was created for US military. Okay, if you want to search more about domain types or TLD, top level domain, you can use the link below, or you can googling to search any domain or other domain types. Okay, so this is hosting type. Hosting types. Okay, we will learn about hosting type, and here I just explained two types. There are the first, we can call it shared hosting. Okay, so the shared hosting, same as the name. Shared hosting is a hosting that store our website on the same server as a multiple other website. So this hosting type is the best choice for beginner because it is fully managed by the provider. And then for the price, share hosting can be classified as a cheap or inexpensive hosting. It is caused by splitting resources. It will less the cost for the web host. But the disadvantage is if another website on your server is being trafficked, it can potentially cause performance issues with your website. Okay, and the second is cloud hosting. The cloud hosting, maybe it seems like share hosting but with larger bandwidth. This is the best option for medium and large business websites that are growing at a rapid rate. So the best part about cloud web hosting is the scalability. As you know, I think we don't know for sure about our website performance, like how was how was the traffic exactly. So the scalability here means that we just pay for what we use, and it allows you to scale your resource on demand. Okay, next, we will learn how to extract your own website with two ways. First, you can copy your website from your local host to another local host. Okay, so actually for along this session, your website is still in your local host. So if you want to copy your website, you need to copy the WordPress file and the database. And we choose this way, you don't need to pay anything because there are not any needs for ransom domain and hosting. But also the consequence, your website just copied and can be seen by another user, only which has your website's file and the database. And for others who don't have, they cannot access your website. Okay, after this, we will do an exercise for this step. And the second, from local to live. If you want to make your website online and anyone can go into your site, you have to buy a domain first. After that, you can choose your plan to run a hosting. And here I already write a YouTube link, so you can follow this way if you want to know more about how to move your website from local to live. Okay, and you can click this link. Okay, let's practice. Okay, so in this step, I will show you how to move or how to copy your website from the local host to another local host. So this is very simple because you just copy your WordPress folder, and then you just copy your WordPress database. So here you can follow this step. The first, you can search your SAM or XAMPP folder. After that, you can go to htdocs. This is the folder when you place your WordPress folder. Okay, after we open the htdocs folder, we will see this is my WordPress file. This is my WordPress folder. The name is UNHCR. So I just copy this folder and I will paste it into the Google Drive, OneDrive, your flash disk, or anything. But in this case, uh, place, I want to paste my WordPress folder in my Google Drive. Okay, so I just drag my folder here. Yeah. Okay, so we will wait until all of the file is uploaded. And then I will extract my WordPress database. So don't forget to enable your SUM, enable your Apache and MySQL. And then after that, you can search on the tab bar by type localhost phpMyAdmin. Okay, and then you will see the display like this. So you can choose your WordPress database. In my case, the database name is UNHCR. So I just export my database by clicking this button, export. Okay, after that, I just click this button, go to export. And then my WordPress database will be downloaded. So same with um, our step before. Okay, I will show in folder and I will upload it on my Google Drive. Okay, I will copy it into my Google Drive. Okay, so just information. This step I do in my first laptop. So I need another laptop to see my WordPress website. Um, because I need another local host. Okay, so after that, I will take my another laptop. So we will check the next step. Okay. So everyone, this is my another laptop, and I already opened the Google Drive folder, which have folder where my WordPress folder and also the database. So after I already opened this file folder, I just have to download it. I will download the UNHCR file, which is this is my WordPress file, and then the unhcr.sql, which is this is the database. I will download it. So after we finish to download the file, we need to install the XM application. Don't forget to run the Apache and the MySQL. After that, you can move the file that you already download into the SAM folder, XM folder, and then you can go to htdocs, and this is the folder. After that, if you already done to move your website folder to another laptop, and then you have to import your database. Before you import the database, you need to make first the database name. You have to define the database name. So this is must same with the first database. Like I will give the name UNHCR, same as my database on my first laptop. So I will create it. Okay, so we can ignore this message. After that, in UNHCR database, I will import the file that already download it before. So after that, I want to go and we will wait until the importing is done. Okay, this is the message. Import has been successfully finished and 95 queries execute. So if you finish to import the database, you can check the privilege here and make sure that the users is same like your local host before. So I remember that my username before is Pinkan, and I will change the host name as local, and then the password, it must same with the first database on your first local server. Can and I will retype again. Okay. Okay, for the global privilege, you can checklist this square, check all, and go. And you can click this button, go. Okay, so I already have added a new user. And then if we check the privilege here, I already have username Pinkan. And after that, I will open my WordPress by type localhost, and then the file unhcr, and then okay, so we will wait. Okay, so finally you can open your WordPress website on another local host, and you just log in by type your username and password. Okay, and I will log in. So this is in another laptop and I can still access my website. So that is the step to move your website from local to local. And for another step to move your website from local to live or to online or to hosting, I will give a link, a YouTube link, and you can follow it if you already have hosting. Okay, so that's it. Okay, everyone, because this is the last server name, so I just want to give you an additional requirement that you should do, especially for our last live session on 29. If you see our schedule, there will be a live session about Canva. So I hope or I suggest you to make a Canva account from now, and you can follow this step. The first, you can go to your Google Chrome, and then you can type Canva, canva.com on your tab bar, and you can search. Okay, after that you will see the display like here. Okay, and then for make a new account, a new Canva account, you can click on the sign up button, and yeah, you can click sign up with email. So this is very simple. You just add your name, you just add your email, and you just add your password. After that, you can just get started. Okay, so I hope in 29 in live session about Canva, you already have a Canva account. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much for your attention, and yeah, don't forget to um, doing your homework, and I will give it after this material shared on Discord. Okay, so thank you so much. God bless you.